So the best thing to do would to just sit down with your kid, or if you're a teacher, even your student, just to talk about positive mental health. Sit down if you're noticing that they're expressing any of the classic signs of suicide or just mental distress in general. You're just concerned about their mental health overall. It'd be wise to sit down and just ask, what's bothering them. Express that you're here to just help. You don't want to enter a pact of secrecy if they do end up revealing some suicidal thoughts, in the event that you have to disclose that with either the school counselor or other like law enforcement or things like that. But you just want to sit down, talk about mental health. If they do start to display some of the signs of suicide, they have other risk factors of suicide, it is best, honestly, just to ask the question, are you thinking about taking your own life? A lot of people are scared to ask that question because they think that will put the thought into your mind. But actually, if somebody is thinking about taking their own life, they're already thinking that. You cannot put that into your mind. We do know that from the research as well. And actually, when you do ask the question directly, of course, after you've established a trusting relationship with this person, you don't want to open up with, are you thinking about killing yourself, because that'll off-put somebody. But when you do ask that direct question, a lot of times it does relieve the anxiety of the person that is thinking about taking their own lives, because a lot of people are scared to ask the question, and now somebody finally cares enough to ask. So that relieves the anxiety. This person will open up and start talking about their feelings. If they do say yes, they are thinking about taking their own life, that is when you need to ask, you need to follow up with, do you have a plan, a concrete plan of how you take your life? And this step is important because their risk is actually increased if they do have a plan to take their own life. If they mention the means and where and the when and the how they would do it, they have put more thought into this suicidal ideation. At that point, it is imperative to talk about counseling, and I will go with you to the counselor with you if you're more comfortable that way. Or in the case of if there is an active suicide attempt going on in the moment and you kind of are just in the middle of it, at that point you need to call 911 or the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255, or you can text 4HOPE to 741-741. There's a text line now as well.